Hello, y'all. How you doing? I'm Divine Celion. Welcome in our space. Okay, I got to talk. So, I have been noticing an influx of AI videos on Sophia, on Sarah. Even saw one on how aliens taught humans to love. Okay, and I had to talk about that. Okay, I'm going to say this. I love everyone. But the fact that these beings and that these fake ass humans and that these aliens sit up and try to con people. See, they forget we can feel. Now, I know there's different type of aliens. I know there is. I know. And there's ones very bad and there's one somewhat supposedly good. I don't give a damn about any of them, to be honest with you, except for the ones I come from. I'm not being hateful. I'm not being mean, but I don't. I'm not a Palladian. I don't care about them. I'm not some of these other ones. I care about the ones I belong to. Okay, because we don't cross like that. We don't cross species like that when you're an alien. So, and it was cute because the guy said an alien taught me to love. I said, really, where? Now, I will say this. There are some that have the concept and a different understanding than we understand it, of course, because we're on this plane. They're not. Okay, I will say that. There are some that don't give a damn about it at all. It has nothing, like no reference, nothing, mainly control. Okay. There are some that help humans. That's nice. I'm sorry. I'm pro-humanoid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm pro my father. I'm pro spirit. And I'm pro my sect. That's it. So, and those that help my sect. So other than that, I don't care. But for the sake of us learning, growing, and because some are here and some that are not bothering people, we need to coexist peacefully. But I don't coexist with the ones that are using humans as farms and food. Hell no. So, yeah. Now, I've been finding it funny that these AI videos are coming out when plenty of awakened folks have spoken about the Ethiopian Bible, have spoken about Sophia being the creator God, has spoken about how dark the Babylonians were and Sumerians, with that scientists coming out about what the words really mean, all this kind of stuff. Okay. You're going to have to discern for yourself. Some things we bother with, some things we don't. Okay. You're going to have to discern for yourself what is true and right for you, what you see, what you notice, what you read, and then cross-referencing that. Okay. You're going to discern for yourself. But there is also a lot out there that is lying to people, lying to you about how they feel and how they are. A lot of us who have chosen no, because a lot of those motherfuckers were the ones that had their hands in our lives doing stuff that they shouldn't have had in our lives doing. Okay. So, again, anything is possible and can happen here. Anything is allowed. All of that. Okay, that's why you don't see someone coming out the goddamn sky stopping you from doing something stupid or hurting someone else, because it's allowed. It's called free will. And you know what you should and shouldn't do. You should be accountable. You should be aware. Okay. So, Divine, why are you saying all this? Because you really are going to have to discern the lies right now. And you really going to have to feel. Now, with all the attacks on your intuition, they do that so you can't fail to know what's true. It is true that the Council of Nicaea took out Jesus's book. That told you how to manifest. That told you how to achieve these things. Okay, it is true they took out his wife's book. It is true he had a daughter. This is true and provable. Okay, it's true there is a Christ bloodline. It is true Sophia created this shit and the narrative was skewed and fucked up to be masculine. And it is true aliens had a part of that shit too. There's a lot y'all don't know that your DNA knows. Did you hear what I said? There's a lot you don't know that your DNA knows and that your DNA remembers. You don't. Love is the first step to get there, to remember. To get those visions, sorry for the sound, to get those visions, to get those feelings, to get those inklings. And I know those of you that are clairaudient, those of you that are clairsentient, those of you that are clairolfactory, I know you're sitting up there, you know, and I forgot the touch one. I think I said it though. I know you're sitting up there like, I'm fucking crazy. You got to be careful. You got to discern if you truly are and not crazy, just need some help, versus it's your true intuition picking up on this shit. Psychology, only parts of psychology deal with spirituality. They fucking don't. They deal with science. Okay? So I don't trust them when it comes to anything spiritual. For what? You deal with the mental mind. You deal with the consciousness, yes, but you don't deal with the spiritual side of the consciousness and the subconscious. Okay, your parapsychology does that shit. Your consciousness studies does that shit. But your regular psychology don't. So understand when you're going to speak to one, they're dealing with the clinical. They're not dealing with the spiritual. If you can find you a spiritual psychologist, a consciousness aware psychologist that's spiritually inclined, then you got you a gold mine. As far as I'm concerned, if you're a spiritual being that has all your clairs or has clairs and stuff like that, someone that can understand. You understand what I'm saying? My loves, discern the information coming out. If it feels funny to you in your solar plexus and your third eye, and you're like, that don't sit right with me, I don't believe that, go research it. You don't need people to tell you. I told you this before. Go research it. You want a Bible of reference? Ethiopian Bible, oldest one. There's books removed from that too, but you have at least the Apocrypha put back in other books. And I don't trust any book that took my father's book out. I'm so sorry, because it's his words we're supposed to be following, right? So why the fuck would you take his book out? Why would you take out the book of his number one disciple, which was Mary Magdalene? Why would you take it out? Why are you afraid for the feminine to lead male religious leaders when it was the feminine who was leading from the beginning? We create life. Duh. What are you afraid of? Why are you so afraid and scared that we create life? Why do you have to sit up and create the lies about the feminine who you're so scared of? But you call us less and weak. So why the fuck are you scared of us then? I don't understand your logic. It's not making sense to me. It doesn't compute to this INTJ logically, but spiritually to an INFJ. It doesn't compute. You're not making fucking sense. I'm not scared of something weak. Why are you scared of us then? Since you claim we're weak, unless we're really not. Discern. Discern, loves. Feel what's right for you, and then do the research. Dig. I keep telling you, don't take shit for face value. Dig. All right, my loves. I love you. Namaste.